Hey friends, it's Laura from Cool Mom and Collected, and in today's video I wanted to make a quick one to show you guys my handicrafts for Term 1, Form 1B in Charlotte Mason Education Center with the CMEC. The CMEC gives a ton of different options for your child to do throughout the term. I've heard a lot of moms say that trying to do like 3 handicrafts in one term was kind of too much for their child. They felt like they were skipping to the next handicraft without really solidifying the one that they started with. So instead of getting overwhelmed and trying to have my student, my 6-year-old, do 3 different handicrafts in one term, I'm taking the route of just doing 1 handicraft per term. Today I'm also going to go over the art instruction that we are doing because I'm also just going to do 1 art instruction per term. So again, in the CMEC, there might be 3 different types of art that they want you to do with your child. It could be, brush drawing, clay, whatever it is. But for me, I'm going to stick with just 1 because I would rather my child get used to doing the same handicraft, doing the same art instruction, and kind of mastering it in a term and then move on to a different one than to rush it all together and feel like we're not getting anything done. So what I'm going to show you guys today is where I store my handicraft and my art instruction and how I make it really easy to just grab and go. So let's go see. So I do keep my art instruction in the bottom of this absolutely beautiful hutch, which I just wiped, as you can see, because it was pretty dirty. But this is the area that I put my art instruction and my handicraft for easy grasping, for knowing where it is. However, I do have a video going through an entire tour of this homeschool hutch. You guys can check on my channel if it's already up. If not, expect to see it in the next week because I'm going to be showing you how I store all of my homeschool things. But for right now, let's pay attention to where I store my art instruction and my handicraft. So I thought it would be easy to just designate one spot to my handicrafts. As you see, I have a little bit of Spanish supplements on the side there, but this is really the handicraft and the art instruction drawer. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera around so I can show you guys what I got. I'm also hoping that seeing my setup can encourage you guys that a little bit of organization can go a long way. Not everything has to be extremely Pinterest worthy for it to work. So I'm going to show you guys right now. Up top here, I actually have our brush drawing. So I'm going to show you guys. I decided to just put it in one tub to keep everything together, and I'm going to show you what's in my brush drawing kit. Brush drawing, I found out like halfway through the term, is just watercoloring. It's I guess the Charlotte Mason way of saying watercoloring, or that side of the world that she's from. We have been focusing on watercoloring for our entire first term. We are on week 7 out of 10 right now. And so I'm going to show you guys how this has worked out so nicely for us. So I'm going to open it up. The first thing that I have in our brush drawing is this awesome thing that I got off Amazon. All of this stuff is actually linked in my homeschool curriculum in my Amazon store. So you guys can actually go check it out. I love this thing because I can put books. Usually, when we're brush drawing, there are times we're drawing stuff from nature, and then there's other times we're kind of drawing something from a book or a picture that we're inspired by. And so I can just open up the book. It holds the pages open for you in a very aesthetic way, may I add. And the kids are able to use it during brush drawing. So I usually keep it here in my brush drawing case. The next thing is my children's nature journal. Guys, get yourself a nature journal. Get your kids a nature journal. This thing is so precious. Even if you're not doing the CMEC, get your child a nature journal. I got these. They're also linked in my storefront, and they're amazing. They're very durable and very quality paper. But guys, it's just so precious what you'll be able to look back on. Anytime we're doing nature journaling, we're 90% of the time brush drawing. So I just keep these in with our brush drawing kit. And I also include these little bags too, because my 6-year-old and my 4-year-old, when they're drawing, I usually like them to cover the page that they've already worked on. And that way they can just draw on this page and not get any water or paint on the page they've already colored. So I'm gonna put those rags over here. I also have all of my watercolor brushes, all of my brushes in a Ziploc bag. Some of them are just regular watercolor brushes, and then others are like a little more fancy where it stores the water inside. And then, I mean, this is really cool. I have some of these mixing trays. They're plastic, but I think I got them at the dollar store. They were really cheap, and it's great because your children learn so much about mixing colors just by doing it when they're watercoloring. I got these from Five Below. I do have a more like quality type watercolor, but these have been really, really great, and they were very affordable. So check your Five Below. Here is our brush drawing book. So I like to keep the book with the kit because when we're having our brush drawing lesson once a week, I can easily pull it out. Guys, it's just awesome having everything together. These, oh man, these are they call them like magic paper for watercolor, because you basically can practice different strokes that you're learning in your lesson with your paintbrush, but just with water. It dries and you can use it over and over and over again. So this is what we use when we're practicing before a lesson to make sure that we know how to do our strokes. And then I just have some extra watercolor paper. So that is everything. I'm whispering because my baby's sleeping, but that is everything. That's what I put in my brush drawing kit. And it's really awesome, guys, because we brush draw almost every day. We brush draw a lot. It's just been great to have everything in one spot. So I highly recommend getting yourself a tub like this one and doing it that way. This is our art instruction for term 1. Like I said, we're focusing on watercolor. Now I'm going to show you guys our handicraft right now. So over here we have our handicraft box. Same setup as with the watercolor. We are doing paper sloyd. It's kind of recommended that paper sloyd is really great for 6-year-olds. You're learning how to use a ruler, you're learning measurements, you're cutting, you're gluing, you're using an X-Acto knife, all the fun things. So I got to admit, we've pretty much made everything so far this term because we were making something every day. And I think we were only supposed to be making something once a week. But I'm ready to be done with paper sloyd. I'm very satisfied. We've done so much, and I can't wait for term 2 because I think we're going to be doing something else. But as you can see, we have purchased this to protect your table and for measurements, as well as our paper sloyd book. We also have some origami paper, and as well as like some harder construction paper that we use. And this was recommended for cardboard cutting because now that we're in week 7 and we did all of our paper sloyd projects that the CMEC advised. And so now we're moving on to cardboard cutting, and that's when we get to use our X-Acto knife, which is really, really fun and sort of risky, dangerous. So it's cool to be teaching my son how to use these things properly. We also have our ruler in here, a bunch of sharpened pencils, just for convenience, some glue, and then this cute little gel pen because sometimes we dot the paper. That's it, guys. That's everything. So I hope that you guys enjoyed me kind of showing you the ease that putting your handicraft in one tub can really save you when you're doing school with your children. It's also really easy for your children to put everything back and then to put it away for next time. So I hope that this video encouraged you. I hope that you also thought about, does my kid have too many handicrafts? Am I pushing too many types of art doing with my kid? Like, could they benefit from just doing one? So I hope this video can help you. If you are doing a handicraft or an art instruction, I would love to know how you're doing it. Every family's different. So if this doesn't work for you, no worries. I'll see you guys in my next video where I take you through my hutch. So I hope that you enjoy. See you then. Bye. Let's put this bad boy away. So easy. Just come on now.